All right. Hold on. Let's get a clap. There we go. All right. We are back. Episode 78, 79?
78, yeah.
78.
Yeah,
We
78.
are back. What are we gonna call this episode? Let's just do intros first. I haven't done an intro in like fucking forever. We'll take that out. But
I mute that part.
yeah, facts. I am DJ Ish from to my left, co-host, co-creator, all-time quarterback, CB1, grill specialist,
Cam Newton's friend.
Cam Newton's personal friend. I saw the picture and I was like, God, I wonder what he has to like. Oh my God, it'll be insanely crazy.
No. So if you wonder why me and Ish are laughing about this, I spoke to Cam Newton, face to face, man to man,
Face to face time.
face to face time. So real shit. If y'all know, Cam Newton got a cigar lounge / restaurant in Atlanta called Fellowship, and my brother lives right around the corner from it. No, he don't. But my brother was over there the other day, and Cam was in the spot, and he called me and was like, "Yo, Cam here. You should pull up." And I was like, yo, I love Cam Newton a lot. There's no other man, and I'm leaving my house driving 20 minutes to go see you. Like,
20 minutes
just
is crazy.
Go look at you. Like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm not that type of guy. And my brother, no, I'm not, but he know I love Cam Newton, so he just wanted to be sure. He was like, yeah, I'm sure you wasn't. He was like, but hold on, I'm going to try to get you on FaceTime with him. We talked for like 20 minutes. He hung up, and then he called me back, and Cam Newton is on the phone. Yeah. And I'm like,
that's crazy.
I'm like, what's up, bro?
Yeah, like, yo.
Like, hey, like, the fuck? So me and
Cam, hey.
hey. But I talked to him. I just told him he was one of my biggest inspirations and asked him if he could check out our podcast and see if he could give me any notes. And then he was like, just DM me on Instagram, bro. And I sent him the stuff on Instagram. Obviously, he hasn't replied because he's Cam Newton. He got shit to do. But maybe one day. Right. So, but he is very accessible. Like, that is the one thing I noticed. Like, my brother, like, literally just walked up to him. I was like, yo, my brother on FaceTime. He can talk to you. And he was like, yeah, bro. And Nick was talking about he was going around the Fellowship just chopping it up with people. Yeah. He said the other day he was walking in Atlanta and he walked straight past him. Like, just by himself, dolo, and like he really just be out in the city. So he's definitely accessible. Definitely somebody we're gonna try to get on the show in the next year as we get over there. But salute to Cam Newton for real, because he didn't have to do that. That nigga was like, we was on FaceTime for 5 minutes, no reason he should have been on the phone with me that long. Yeah. So salute to Cam Newton for real.
Shout out to your brother too.
Yeah, salute to my brother, of course. But anything else happened while we was on break? Salute to Stunner for last episode. That was a great episode. Very funny. Super informative. So anything happened in the past week?
I just want to talk about that Cam shit. That was the only thing that I had.
The Gunna concert. That is what I want to talk about.
The Gunna show.
The Gunna show. Yo. Man. Okay, so look, man. First off, subscribe, like, comment. Thank you for joining us. Salute to the women as always.
So we can keep going to the Gunna show.
So we can keep going to the Gunna show and we can keep seeing Cam Newton on FaceTime. And please subscribe. Thank you. Gunna. Yeah. I've been to a lot of concerts. I've been to about 20 concerts now. I've seen a couple artists more than once. I've seen Drake more than once, seen Wayne more than once. I've seen the GOAT of GOATs and Beyonce. I've seen some very talented R&B acts in Kalani and Ari Lennox. But this was one of the 3 best concerts I've ever been to in my life. And it's not because I was in Atlanta at a Gunna show. It was because of the performance Gunna put on. Yeah. I had seen clips of him performing. I had seen him, performing some of the songs I liked, and I saw that he wasn't rapping over the tracks. But being in that building and watching him rap them songs, no track, no nothing but the beat and a band. Yeah. Dog.
Mic
on, bro. Like, the theatrics around it, the set was amazing. His energy was contagious. The crowd, that might have been the second best Atlanta crowd I've seen. Obviously, Beyonce was first, but I'm gonna take her out of this. Yeah. But that was the best Atlanta crowd I have seen by far, bro. Like, the transition from Fuck You Mean to Rodeo. Yeah. Like, I have never seen a reaction like that at a concert. It was ridiculous. Grace, who was be here next week, had a video. I'll get that video and post it in next week. I think Tyrone has one too. But like, you could hear the transition coming, and like you could feel the anticipation. Like, is it coming? Is it coming? Is it coming? And boom, that Rodeo beat dropped, and niggas lost it. But I was thoroughly impressed with Gunna, bro. And I don't like this talk too much because I think some artists don't belong in this conversation. Hey, but I don't know how many niggas want to stand on the versus stage with Gunna, bro.
Hey,
like,
man.
And not obviously not the GOATs, but the niggas in his class.
Hey, man.
Look, bro.
That's sad.
He performed for an hour and a half ish.
Straight
for
hits.
Straight hits. Didn't miss nothing.
Straight hits. Yep.
Yo, like I was open the show with Bittersweet, and if y'all know what Bittersweet is, how that comes on with the band and the guitar, and then came back around and performed back in the A. So he come out so the stage is like, if the stage is here, like the main stage is here, then there was this little like icicle looking thing back here.
Right.
So I was on the floor because those were the cheapest tickets. I bought my tickets 30 minutes before the show, 30 minutes after the show had started. Like Flo Milli was on stage when I got my ticket.
Yeah. Shout out Flo Milli.
Salute to Flo Milli for sure. But yeah, so the show started behind us, and he comes around, so everybody starts running over this way. Luckily, you know, I'm in the back on the floor chilling. Like I ain't trying to be close to Gunna. Come on now. Yeah. But so I was already back there. So we kind of just turned around, took a couple steps, and he come up through the back, performed Bittersweet. No, like I said, no track, nothing, just rapping that shit. I was like, dog, this nigga is hard. And then that shit go to like snow. It starts falling down. He walk off and come back, and then you heard the bass, the back in the A. Now I'm back in the A, and that shit was crazy.
That's hard. Salute Gunna, bro. Niggas really pretended like Gunna wasn't gonna come back.
Oh my God, bro!
Shout out Thug Dad. Thug Dad was there.
Thug Dad was there, and I could tell Gunna was a little nervous throughout the show. Like I could tell it meant a lot to him because he couldn't even stop and like talk and enjoy. Like he just like had to keep. He was so locked in. He had to keep going. And when he did try to talk, like you could hear the nervousness in his voice of like not really knowing what to say. But I could just feel like that shit probably meant a lot to him. Like I'm sure he probably got off that stage and broke down in tears. His whole family came out at the end of the show, like not like brother, cousin, niece, nephew, third, fourth, fifth. Like it was like 20 people on stage, his whole family. So that was just beautiful to see. Salute to Gunna for real, bro. Like really one of the ones in Atlanta. I'm so glad I got to experience that because I wasn't going to go, but I'm so glad I ended up going.
Yeah, it's crazy. Mine's the opposite. I was going to go. I ended up not going, but man, I was like, of course, I watched a couple people's stories, but I was really just looking for the set list. And I finally found one. I was like, man.
Look, bro.
Cash.
Look, bro.
Cash.
Look, bro.
Straight cash
Look,
shit.
bro. But I will say, lastly, my favorite performance of the night was Turns Your Back. That's one of my 3 favorite Gunna songs. It's off of Bread and Butter. Not Bread and Butter, Gift and a Curse. And, bro, that, he was like, because he was like, yo, this song really means a lot to me. Like, I really wrote this shit from my heart.
Yeah.
And that, you know, he started off with, and that shit came on, and that's my... Dog, I write that shit like I wrote that motherfucker, bro. Salute to Gunna, bro, for real, for real. All right, what you want to go to next?
We do a little more music because I guess we got basketball, but Juneteenth concert Wednesday. Are you working?
No. Yes, I am working on Juneteenth. My company is based in Georgia and Alabama, so you do the math.
Yeah. I'm for sure working.
I am more excited for this concert than I've been for anything in my life. I was looking at flights to LA last week, and
No. I was definitely trying to figure out how I'm gonna put it together.
I swear on everything I love, if those tickets were less than what they were, I would be going. Do you know them tickets are $700?
I do. No. I definitely do. But I was on I was on Expedia too, trying to figure out how I'm gonna put this shit together. To my surprise, trains cost more than flights. I was pissed. Like, what the fuck? What's the point of getting on the train? Like, train was $1,100 to California. It's like, well, that don't make sense.
Nope,
like,
not at all.
This is not what hobos be doing. I'm trying to get there. It's like, I'm trying to get here on the dub, nigga. Like, I'm like, man, we get there for free. I get the hotel. I mean, there's only a rack with the ticket.
Exactly.
Like,
Nah. I looked at that. I was like, all right. So I was like, I do Southwest or Delta. I won't fly none of them weird airlines at the two days.
They gonna charge you per bag and shit.
Nah. So Southwest or Delta. Yeah. Delta was out of the question. A flight to LA Delta is ridiculous.
On Juneteenth.
On Juneteenth, crazy. So the flights to LA was about $350. I was like, I can do $350 for the flight. And then I was like, all right, Taylor gonna come with me because she never been to LA, so we can touch down, we can run to the beach, run to the dispensary. I can go to the show. She'll go back to the Airbnb. Yeah. I was like, all right, so we can split the Airbnb. That'll be about $400. And then I was like, all right, that's not bad. I was like, I got $1,200, $1,300 in me to spend on this. Like,
Right.
this is once in a lifetime opportunity
Yeah.
type shit. So moments like that, I'll go above
Bruh,
and
like,
beyond.
this is gonna be
I'll
nuts.
take a loan. I'll do
Yeah.
whatever I got to.
Yeah,
This is going
facts.
to be ridiculous.
No, we was gonna sell blood. Type
Yeah, like look, bro, like this is not.
shit. You can do it twice a week.
This shit ain't no joke. But then I go to Vivid Seats and I look at the tickets and it say section 100, $795, and I said,
Yeah, Jesus
I
Christ.
said, oh, so this. It said section 110, $1,600.
Yeah.
It said floor $750. Oh,
Right.
never mind.
Yeah, no.
Twitch.
Yeah, no.
I got all the Twitches downloaded.
Listen,
I got them on all my TVs, all my apps. Twitch will see me.
Shout out Twitch Nitro. I don't got no ads. Like, I don't see no ads. I'm gonna have a bitch up on the big screen.
You feel me? I'm gonna have it on all the TVs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna connect my speaker to the TV. Like,
Oh God, I'm gonna have a beat-in for sure.
you feel me? We're gonna have a great time.
Man, I'm so excited, man. So because we're always rooting for the funniest possible scenarios. It could go so many. It could go so many great ways.
I will say that the main thing that I love for what Kendrick did in this beef, besides obviously the excellent music,
Yeah,
bro ain't said nothing.
didn't say a fucking word.
Bro hasn't said one word.
No word,
He hasn't.
bro.
He hasn't said nothing. He ain't tweeted nothing. Ain't
Nope.
posted nothing on Instagram.
Ain't
It ain't
liking
no
no
story.
tweets.
Ain't liking no tweets. It's
No.
nothing. Ain't unfollowing nobody.
Nope.
Nothing.
Nope.
It's nothing you can do to. Other than listen to the music, it's nothing you can do to assume what Kendrick is finna do because
Right.
he's giving you no indication of anything.
Exactly.
And that is the beauty in this situation
Yeah.
for me.
It's so much unknown because I don't like even me as the nigga who was like, listen, cheering over Drake dead body, like celebrating touchdown dancing. Like, I don't even know how much he really hate that nigga because like, what if he go out there and just really lean into it, shit? Because Drake trying to move past it. No, like we'll just step on this nigga head one more time. Man, I'm so excited. It's so many different possibilities. Niggas was like, man, Drake probably gonna drop the day of. I wouldn't do that. Would you? I've seen that a lot. Would you try to step on momentum?
I have said this, and I will repeat this until he does it. Drake needs to go in the house.
Yeah.
Just stop.
Yeah.
Just stop. And I'm not talking about posting on Instagram. I don't care what Drake does with his social media. I'm talking about music. Mm-hmm. Drake needs to go to Turks.
Did we talk about Walk on Delilah?
Yeah, we did. We did, but
but-
briefly because obviously.
Right.
But go to Turks, go to your new ranch in Houston, go to
Maybe
the
not
embassy.
Turks. Maybe not
go,
Turks.
Maybe not Turks, but go somewhere and just be quiet. Lock yourself in the studio with a beautiful view with some women around you and do what you do. Do what we know you to do, which is create hits, create monumental music, and come out next October or next summer with the Summer Smash and then the album to follow and let everybody forget about this. Because the more the internet is unforgiving. The internet switches. There is no loyalty on the internet.
The
That's
internet
what
don't
we
love
told
none of
Drake.
us.
We told Drake that. We said there's no loyalty on the internet,
Yep.
and Drake thought he had the internet to his. Like he thought it was
Exactly.
his, but there's no loyalty on there.
Yep.
The more you try to step on this, the more you're gonna get made fun of because it's gonna look like you don't know how to take an L.
Right.
It's gonna look like you don't know how to just call quits.
Yeah, it's gonna look like you want to shop again.
You gonna look like a sore loser. Like this shit is really affecting your ego, but you're supposed to be Mr. Cool, Mr. Player, Mr. Number Ones all the time, all of that
Right.
shit. So it's hurting his image, in my opinion,
Facts.
if he continues to drop bullshit ass music that we can tell is uninspired and it's just Drake being Drake. Like that is a gift and a curse. Salute to Gunna with being at that level and being so vulnerable in your music at a young age and being so having the longevity. We can tell when Drake is just half-assing.
Right.
You can hear it now in his voice, in his delivery, in his cadence. You can hear it in every aspect in his inflection. He just bullshit. Like that Juan Guandalot bullshit, just bullshit.
Awful.
The sexy red shit, just bullshit. Like it's
Oh, but
cool.
we didn't-
It's rap.
I don't
Like
even-
he's rapping
We didn't
because
even-
he's Drake.
Yeah,
but
we
it's
didn't really
bullshit.
talk about that. But personally, I didn't like him throwing that shit on the end of the Sexy Red track. It felt like sore loot. Like, if you want to rap on the Metro beat, cool. You want to give Sexy Red a feature, cool. Don't change the whole end of her single because you wanted to rap on the BBL Drizzy joint. Like, it feel like it do feel like you said, like a sore loser. And it's getting annoying, but as definitely the nigga, the Drake hater nigga who's been saying that for a while, people are nitpicking now.
Exactly.
People are paying attention now. Like the niggas, because niggas who like me who have been saying it, like, bro, fuck Tizo touchdown, make some hip hop, da da da. It was, he's the biggest star in the world. We got different markets to hit. It's not time for that no more. It's not. You don't have that luxury no more. Every week, Kendrick get closer to you and them listeners monthly, and that's and shifts in the culture happen without the use of analytics. Sometimes niggas really do decide, you know what, this nigga is kind of lame. You know what? I'm tired of hearing that shit.
Hey, I want y'all to go back and listen to these episodes as this beef was happening. I am telling you, when we blow and people go back and listen to our old shit, it will get posted. Right. We called this battle to a T. Like, we told you every outcome that was going to happen if Drake took this seriously, and we told you exactly what would happen if he did not, and how he was going to lose, and how it would affect him. And we are seeing that come to fruition right now in real time. Yeah. I told y'all, Drake only downfall right now will that he will be made and look like a bitch. I told you, Drake's downfall is he's going against two gods in this shit that can do exactly what he can do, which is make hits, diss records, which is exactly what Kendrick did. Mm-hmm. Everything we said would happen for Drake if he did not take this shit serious happened. And his arrogant ass got up there acting like him and Kendrick are not on the same level, acting like he was just so much better than Kendrick, and now he's looking stupid. And it's going to affect his business, bro. Yeah. The biggest rap song in the world right now is calling you a pedophile. That is going to affect your business. Yeah. And you looked at this like it wasn't. Like Family Matters was just a nuke. And to Ish's point, I do want to bring this up real quick just because we're past the beef. My nigga, if you really planted all of that shit with Kendrick, you would have had a song ready to go the second Meet the Grams drop. And it is that simple.
1,000%.
It's that simple. Even if it wasn't the second because you was working on it that night, then you would have had something within 2 days that didn't sound like you was giving up. That's how that works. It just makes logical sense that you would have a song depicting what you did if you really did what you did. It's simple logic.
You wouldn't be saying it's over. And I had no clue how I was thinking about this last night. Oh, because Grace was here. We were gonna talk about the beef more. But I was like, man, I bet you wish instead of making that dumbass Buried Alive interlude again, that you put that energy somewhere else. Because I completely forgot it dropped. I completely forgot that you dropped another song after Family Matters. Because nobody remembers because it was some throwaway you put on Instagram where you was joking around. I bet you wish you was still locked into the studio. And if you would have played the information, it probably been something else that you would have had to say. But just to circle back to my first, just the Juneteenth concert thing, the reason I say I don't know where, what I dropped. I said, first of all, and I'm going to say this because you put yourself on Instagram, spicy captions, this, that, and the third. You need to be careful. You need to be careful because what did Kevin Hart tell his dad? This is not the part where you talk. This is the winner where the winner speaks because you don't want this nigga to start punching on you again. The winner has already been decided. So anything Kendrick do after this won't look lame unless he drag it for years. The next 6 months, he can spaz on you as much as he want. And the only niggas who complain is the OVO niggas. I really hope you do not, I really hope you don't say anything. Watch the show.
Just shut up.
Just watch the show.
Just shut up.
Just lock in, watch the show, move on with your Drake, move on with your day.
Bro.
But don't do anything because the biggest reason is no matter what you do, Kendrick gonna have the world stage looking at him. Unless you're gonna do a Madison Square Garden show that same day and live stream it on Twitch too.
Which would be crazy.
Which would be gas.
If that's his rebuttal, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
Don't drop no song. Don't put nothing on Instagram.
Go do a show.
Yeah, go do a show.
Cool. That's cool.
That's what I'm saying. Before this beef started, I said, yo, he should just tell that nigga line it up. That's your best bet. That's what I said. I said, you're more popular than this nigga. You can, you're more accessible. Maybe this is what you should do.
Hold on, though. I don't even know if that's a good idea because Kendrick is such a better performer than Drake.
Yeah, and right now I said this right after Not Like Us dropped. I don't know if you're bigger than Kendrick today. I don't know if you're bigger than him right now. It don't feel like he's bigger than him. At worst, they feel like equals today.
I will say this. I say this on stand, and I stand on this. Yeah. Not Like Us is bigger than any song Drake has dropped in the past 10 years.
It's bigger than God's Plan.
It is bigger than any song Drake has dropped in the 10 years, and it is more impactful than any song Drake has dropped maybe since his career started. Right. That is what Not Like Us is. I don't care. Don't read me how many streams God's Plan got. Right. I don't care. No, don't read me how many streams any Drake songs got. You feel the impact of this song, and it is bigger and greater than any song Drake has ever released.
We talked about like that for like a while, waiting on Euphoria, like pre-disses. And I was like, man, this is one of the best diss tracks ever. And my reasoning was, if he mopped these two niggas up, that shit is gonna sound very different. And that shit came on the other day. Boy, that shit sounds so different today, man.
I heard Not Like Us in an arena.
Different, bro.
Listen, y'all. I want y'all to understand what Not Like Us is now.
Yeah.
Not Like Us is the song artists are playing before they come out to get the crowd's energy up.
Yeah.
That is what that song is. So if you go to any rap concert right now, the last song that DJ will play is either going to be Not Like Us or Like That.
Yeah.
Which are both Drake disses to hype the crowd up. Mm-hmm. I listened to a crowd of Gunna fans scream OV Ho and A minor and certified, all of those different things. Yeah. And an Atlanta show where Drake made his name, where Drake made cachet, built relationships.
Drake got some Gunna features.
Drake got Gunna Drake did everything in Atlanta. Show love to Atlanta. Yeah. Atlanta love me like I'm from there. Like,
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
Come on.
That, man, it's been, I don't know. It's been all sunshine and rainbows for me.
I'm having a great time with this.
Beat the brakes off that boy. And just in hindsight, just to talk about some of the records. So like, how is everything? Because this is our first like check back in. I wanted Grace to be here, but we could talk to her a little bit about it more. But how is everything aging for you? What has changed since then? Because it was a turbulent May, whatever day it was.
I still feel the same. I'm going to be honest. Nothing has changed for me. I still think Family Matters is one of Drake's 10, 15 best songs. Mm-hmm. I still think Not Like Us is one of the greatest rap songs we'll ever hear. One of the greatest diss records we'll ever hear, and probably go down as one of the 10, 15 biggest songs of the decade. Yeah. I believe that Euphoria is a masterclass of rapping, and the propheticness, which I probably just made up, but the propheticness in the first 8 bars of that song before the bass drop, or first 12 bars of that song before the bass drop, is damn near scary and chilling. Meet the Grams is one of the meanest songs I've ever heard in my entire life, and I love it. I love Meet the Grams. I love it so much. That 4th verse on Meet the Grams will go down as one of the most damning verses you will ever hear in your life, because it
sounds like an exorcism.
He is correct.
It sounds like an exorcism.
And everything he is saying, he is correct. In every word he spit in that 4th verse, he is correct. And the beauty in that verse is that, like, even in the distance, I'm trying to help you. Even in the distance, like you said this, I think you said this when on our main show, our big show. Yeah. You was like, what Drake don't understand is, like, I'm the only nigga that understand you. Yeah, I'm the only nigga that can talk to you about what you are and what you are and how you feel the way you feel, and the things we are going through are so similar. I'm the only nigga that can do this for you, and you were looking at me as just some guy that's not on your level, and that's arrogant, and it is arrogant. And like I said, my biggest thing, and even still to this day, I still see it. The Juan Delilah bullshit was arrogance. I just keep seeing Drake's arrogance in every way, and it is pissing me off. Like, I still to this day have not really listened to any Drake music, because other than his like R&B shit, like Fire and Desire, like when you in the mood for that, that's just it's not like that. So, but like his rap shit, like I can't cut it on right now because I am furious with him. Like
that's how I'm with Cole.
I'm a Drake fan. Like, I love Drake, bro. y'all, like, that Young Money shit I be talking about is not a joke for me. Like, I grew up with these niggas.
Yeah.
I watched every music video when it premiered. I listened to every album the day it came out. Like, I love Drake and Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj like my family, dog.
Yeah.
So to see him go on this, like, Pusha T, I was okay with.
Yeah.
Because Pusha T really just won. Like,
Yeah.
Pusha T beat him straight up. It was, Drake dropped an amazing song, and Pusha T just had some information that Drake couldn't come back from. That was cool. It was whatever. This was strictly, you lost this because of your arrogance. It was nothing else.
Right.
Kendrick wasn't like, oh, he's so much better than you. Oh, he just raps so much better than you. It was just your arrogance, and the way you approached the battle was just piss poor. Just piss fucking poor. And that's how I felt since day one. And the only thing really changed is I get more mad the more I think about it.
Yeah. So I've definitely listened to some Drake. I've been listening to very select songs just because it's, like you said, it's some shit I just don't want to hear right now. And honestly, I know this would piss you off, but I listened to Red Button the other day, just mad as. Oh my God, I was so mad listening to Red Button. Because why is Red Button so good? Why is Red Button so focused? Why are you so sure that you are about to obliterate him and you're not ready to? Like, Scary Hours 3, Scary Hours Edition, like, sounds so much, I tweeted it sounds so much more interesting knowing it's a prelude for this beef, basically. In my headcanon or my mind timeline, I see we dropped For All the Dogs. I'm on tour with Cole. We send Kendrick the verse. He says no. Whatever happens when he says no. Then Scary Hour 3's drop, Scary Hour Edition, where I'm talking about all the beef, talking about how I fuck with you. Because that's what the beginning of Red Button is about, him talking about him and Kendrick's relationship. And I just remember it's so frustrating hearing some of the lyrics, especially in hindsight. But for me, how everything is aged, I mean, I still love Meet the I still think Meet the Girls is a 10 out of 10. But Everyday Euphoria just sounded it just hit a little harder. Because I think in the moment we were like, all right, Kendrick dropped, that's amazing, but we knew something was coming next. So we really didn't take the time to really dive into it, because I think the same week they dropped all the songs together. But listening to Euphoria, it's just pure bag work. Pure bag work. I'm going to draw it this way, jab here. I think you lame, jab here. And it's just a strong list of execution. Everything is so precise. That is probably the biggest difference. Like, every time I listen to it, it's just a little different. Like, oh yeah, I see how he's hitting it here. Like you better tell it's a 20v1 if I gotta smack niggas that right with you. Yeah, bring him out too. I'll clean him out too. Tell Beam he better stay right with you. He better stay right with you because people are right. Like, it's just so much bag work in the song. It's ridiculous, bro. And like you said, like, I couldn't imagine being shout out to the Drake niggas going through this, because man, y'all niggas been so mad at me, but you knew who this nigga was. It's not like you was bad. Like if he would have lost to Big Sean on some shit where it's like you slept on Big Sean, but Big Sean really got the bars, he just kind of lame. Yeah. And he blew you out on some shit. Like, okay, that's one thing. But you were the nigga like, yo, they call you the boogeyman. Bring the quintuple entendres, bro. Lock in. Like,
and he did.
Yo, he really did. Like, I don't understand. Man, it's no real niggas around Drake. That is how I feel about it. That
was my last point. That was my last point.
It's no real niggas around Drake.
I leave this situation with two things. One is kind of morbid, so I'm going to save it for the last thing. But the first one is, it's no real niggas around Drake. You can elaborate on that, and then I'll
1,000%. You mentioned the fourth verse on Meet the Grams, which might be my favorite verse out of all the songs that dropped.
I think it is.
He said, "You lied on them. They all pussy. They all them niggas lame. They all got you in them. They all lame. Like, everyone around you fake. Everyone around you, they hate you. Like, you can tell the man. And I think you're right. The fourth verse is probably my favorite verse.
It's disgusting. So I want it, and the fourth verse is something that really resonates with me because I just think that it is so important as we look into these. So I'm gonna go off on a tangent. Y'all gonna be confused on why I'm saying this, but it really does. It really does. Like it's something I feel strongly about, and something I see in a lot of celebrities, and something that I'm noticing in a lot of people chasing this high level of success. And I, if we have any kids listening and the younger people listening that are chasing something great, I want them to make sure they never lose who they are. And if you look at Drake and what he is a 30, 40-year-old bachelor, bro. Like, that's not
He's the old nigga in the club, bro.
He's the old nigga in the club.
He's Dennis Ram.
He is, bro. And that is the issue of with Drake now, is that you can see, I see it on his face. Like, I can see it. And some people don't get this, but I really do think this is something like a real nigga thing in you, is that, like, you just can feel and sense energy. Like, you can really, like, I know you're like this. You can walk in a room and in 5 minutes, I'm not supposed to be. Yeah. Like, I've walked in parties, like, I'll never forget. One time, me and Tyrone went to go smoke with one of his niggas. And he just told us he got an Airbnb for the weekend, blah, blah, blah. And we walked in, and it was 12 niggas. It was no bitches. Yeah. 12 niggas on a 28-inch TV watching watching music videos, smoking weed in an Airbnb. And I was like,
not my spot.
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah, not my scene.
I texted Tyrone, I was like, you see what? He was like, yeah. He was like, hey, bro, we finna run to the store. Never came in. And it was like, facts. It's just like, you got to feel energy. You got to feel certain situations and know how to move in them. And when I'm looking at Drake and I'm seeing the energy that he's giving his pictures, his facial expressions, everything looks empty. Like, he looks like he's missing something, like he's feeling like he's losing something. And that is the importance of having a family and having people you can go home to, and people that you love, that people that make you get away with this, which is why Kendrick hasn't had to say anything, because Kendrick has a family and a wife and kids he can go home to love him, to love him for being for Mr. Lamar. Like, Kendrick, like, fuck Kendrick. Yeah. He is Mr. Lamar to them. Yeah. Like, our dad, our husband. Like, love him for that. Despite this fame, success, bro, we can go broke tomorrow, and I'm gonna love you for who you are. Drake doesn't look like he has anything like that, and that looks like it is eating him alive right now, because everybody around Drake needs something from Drake, other than maybe Chubbs. But Chubbs seems like he's become a yes man, and he's just the one real nigga he got around him.
Well, he's the only one that gets his hand-me-downs. But I don't know. Did you see the picture of him at that family reunion?
Yes.
And I know I'm a hater, so I didn't tweet it, because niggas was gonna start hating if I tweeted it. But, like, the I'm famous one shirt, like, fam, just let that nigga go to the family reunion. Why am I the famous? Like, why do we gotta put it on my shirt? Like, why can't I just be Drake or Aubrey for the day? Whatever you want to call yourself, cool. But, like, everyone in the family, for the people that haven't seen the photo, everybody in the family reunion is wearing a shirt. One says the funny one, the lawyer one, the uncle one, and Drake says the famous one. Like, okay, like what else? Like, can you say, take the mask off? Like, there's no place where he's not Drake.
And that is the overarching point of what I was saying. My point was, is no place where he can go take the mask off, where he can just go be Aubrey. Like, me, you, and Grace always talk about Drake is a character. He is playing a character, and Aubrey is the real person behind Drake. It seems like he has nowhere and no woman he can go confide in and just be Aubrey. Like, he has a kid that he loves and whatever, but it's something different having a family in a home that loves, or it's something that has. And if you can't find love, because I understand, like, I don't want to act like being Drake, being billionaire, not having like a high school sweetheart that you know loves you for you, and having to get around these women and sort out which ones just want me for my money and which one actually like me for me. I understand that can be an issue, but it's plenty of rappers, Lil Wayne, your Futures, and I can go on, that have some sense of like are able to take the mask off. And I think that's because they have niggas around them that really fucking love them. Like, Future got some real niggas around him that, whether that nigga got up $100 million or that nigga got $20 in his pocket, they gonna be riding with him just the same. 1,000%. And same with Wayne, same with the other artists that are older, that haven't been able to settle down and really find love because of who they are, the fame and all of that. But they got some niggas around them that really, really love him, would die for him no matter what. And it don't feel like Drake has that. Yeah. And that is the one thing that I took from this battle. and watching him move in the way after. Because if he has that, he wouldn't have said nothing, bro. Yeah. He would just be. He might have posted his kid for Father's Day and whatnot. I've been posting his kid. Like I'm not talking about that, but like all of the jokes, all of the all of that bullshit just wouldn't have been happening.
Yeah, and we talk about it just connect sports and music. Like, where you get drafted matters. Where your background matters. Where you started matters. So yes, you come from the Wayne background, and Wayne was able to teach you how to be the biggest star in the world. Wayne was not able to teach you how to move in wartime. Wayne's not able to teach you how to do, like, it's certain things Wayne can't help with because Wayne don't know. Because Wayne's been famous since he was 16. Like, there's things he can't help you with. He can't help you adjust from being a person and then becoming the biggest star in the world. Because Wayne was the biggest star in the world when he was a kid. So when Kendrick starts dissecting who this nigga is at the end of the fourth verse, everything about you's fake. You lied about it all. You're not the person that I met 10 years ago, let alone nigga you are when you started this. And that was Ross's point. It's Kendrick's point. That's Future's point. Everyone who is... What's so frustrating to me in hindsight was the 20v1 shit. Because in real life, niggas wouldn't be like, that's a 20v1, y'all ganging up. In real life, niggas like, that nigga is weird. And he has beef with everybody. And it's all about the same thing. That's how real life works. Real life is, he got to be a weird guy. I don't want him around me. But of course, we're fans. These are artists. People have fan bases. Just like, oh yeah, it's a 20v1. They're ganging up on Drake. No. He is like, he has problems with these people. And I think that's like the biggest thing I take away from it is there's no real niggas in his circle. And it's some things you can't learn. It's some things you can't learn.
And I will end this with all of, like I said to my youngins, to anybody chase or something, bro, don't lose yourself, bro. Yeah. No dollar amount is worth losing yourself, bro. $100 million in an empty soul ain't worth shit, bro. Yeah. I promise, I swear to God. You can listen to anybody. Listen to Shaq talk. Listen to Shaq talk about how lonely he is. And about how he got the biggest house in the world and nobody in it, and how that make him feel so empty and stuff. Imagine having 6 pools in your backyard and you close your door and ain't nobody there, and it's just silence in a 30,000 square foot house, just silence.
Yeah, no, that I think
that's sad, bro.
It's super sad.
Don't lose yourself, bro.
And I hope Drake find peace. I definitely hope Drake.
I swear.
Go away for a little bit, find some peace, and
I swear. So let's move on to.
He cooked this nigga. Jesus,
he cooked him. I can't wait. Wednesday we'll have. Not Wednesday, but next week we'll have a review. Yeah. Hopefully Grace is there because I've been wanting to chop shit up with Grace because I know she hasn't gotten to get on her platform and talk about it. So next week we'll try to get Grace here whenever we can and chop it up about the show and give one final wrap up about everything. But I got to Don Toliver.
Yes.
Hey, bro. Yeah. Look, I am not the biggest Don Toliver fan. Like. I fuck with the shit that you hear from Don Toliver that everybody fuck with, and then I go listen to his album because that's what I have to do, and I love listening to albums anyway, so I just go listen to it. But I'm not gonna go back and like consistently listen to a Don Toliver album all the way throughout the year until today. Yo, that Don Toliver album is ridiculous, dog.
I heard that was
bro. So the first 2 songs are just intro songs getting the album started. After Brother Stone with Kodak, Attitude with Cash Cobain and Charlie Wilson, Bandit, Glock, Ice Age, 4x4, Purple Rain, which was a We Still Don't Trust You throwaway, Backstreet with Tizo Touchdown, Deep in the Water, Inside with Travis Scott, again 5 to 10, Last Live, and Hearthstone National Anthem. All of those songs are ridiculous. Like he was tripping. Yeah. He was tripping. The sample on Glock.
I heard he has a Travis Scott sample.
Yo,
you should try it.
The sample, bro, yes. The sample on Glock and the Travis sample, which might have been the same one. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but it was ridiculous. The Cash Cobain song has been out, and that's ridiculous. But I haven't my critique, of course, with Travis has always been, when he gets features, everything got to change the song to fit what he's saying. He don't got to do that with Don Toliver because they have a similar sound. That Ice Age song is crazy. I haven't liked the Travis Scott feature that much, and I couldn't tell you since when. That shit is crazy.
I
And
probably
then
listen to it today. I ain't gonna lie. I've heard some crazy things about this album.
Backstreets with Tizo. Yeah. I don't even think Tizo really got a verse. He's just doing the ad libs. But the way the ad libs fit in the song is so like who thought to add Tizo's ad libs in here? Like just amazing. And then the throwaway they got from "We Still Don't Trust You" is crazy. Yeah. Like it makes sense why it's now "We Still Don't Trust You," but my God, it is crazy. Like I was listening to this album thoroughly impressed because salute Charlene and salute the spot always. Yeah. She is a big Dom fan, so she sent the album. She sent the song I was Glock early this morning. And I listened to it, and I was like, that's crazy. And then I was like, all right, I'm not doing nothing. I was doing something to work, so I was like, let me just press play, listening through it to my phone, through my phone. And when you doing something, so you not completely in tune with the music, but you know what you listening to is crazy. Yeah. It was one of them moments, and I was like, oh, I got to go really listen to this. Yeah. So I went and sat down and really listened to it. Yeah. It's gonna for what Future did this year, it's gonna be real hard for me to say that he don't got the best two albums of this year. Mm-hmm. But and ain't no question who followed it up with number 3. It's no question. And I love 101 by Gunna. I love that album. But that Don Toliver album is seriously crazy. And I don't even talk like this about Don Toliver. This ain't no stand account. This is just real shit. Like I'm excited for Ish to listen to it and come back next week and have Grace here to talk about it. That shit's crazy.
I'm definitely gonna listen to it today while I'm at work because I'm gonna be in the office. So I'm definitely gonna play it at work. But I have never been, like you said, we've been passive Don Toliver listeners. Like if he's on something we're listening to, I may enjoy it, I may not. But I didn't have any like animus toward him. Like it's not like a nigga I'd be like, yeah, cut that shit off. But I'm definitely excited to hear this album just because the Houston sound, the delineation from Chopper Screw, like the melodies, the harmonize, everything they do now coming from that Houston sound, I really do rock with. So yes. I am definitely excited to listen to it. But I've heard it's been crazy. I heard the Future verse is crazy too.
Yeah, Future's different, bro. Like
top 3 rapper alive, man.
Man, real shit. It's not even close. Anything else come out this week?
Chance snippet. Did we talk about that Chance snippet?
We have not. You can go ahead on that. I did not listen to it.
You haven't heard that Chance snippet? Okay. The only reason I listen, I've been. That's a nigga. I won't listen to his leaks because he's going through so much. But he put it on his Twitter, so I listened to it because I thought he was gonna drop the song. Mm-hmm. I'm very mad the song hasn't dropped. That shit sounds crazy.
I've heard some of the shit Chance has been doing has been nice.
Pam, it sounds so good. It sounds so like I've heard that snippet 200 times. Like that song will be one of my favorite Chance songs to drop. I don't care what he puts on the end of that. Like just the cadence, the flow, and it felt like for a little bit Chance was like taking himself real. I don't want to say real seriously, but he was like, I'm the dad, I'm the failure. Now he is back just skating, just rapping.
Yeah, Chance is one of the guys that I hope gets his moment again. Because Chance, I don't know the demographic who's listening to this show. Please subscribe. But if you guys were younger and you didn't grow up when Chance was acid rap and you only got the big day Chance, you may not realize that Chance was supposed to be Drake. Like there was conversations weekly on hip hop media about who's next after Drake, and Chance was the number one answer across all platforms.
Especially once he won those 3 Grammys.
Especially after the Grammys. Yeah. After Coloring Book, it was like because he had it was like he had the formula. Like he had the melodic. He was amazing at the melodic. He could do the crossplay to where you go over to the white side and make that music, and he could really fucking rap. Yeah. So he had everything to become what you need to become. Right. But the big day happened, and he wanted to rap about his wife for 30 songs and thought that would work. And then hot shower pop power up. No.
Listen, the bottoms are always closer than you think it is.
Because
when we were projecting hip hop, it was okay. Chance is gonna be next after Drake, and it was how long. Yes. Until Chance catches Drake. That was the question.
Yes.
But another reason I wanted to bring up Chance was, listen, a lot of doors are going to open up this next year. I don't want to say the king is dead, but doors are open that were not open before in hip-hop. So if Chance, you can catch fire, you can still take that leap.
All right, so let me ask you this. Yeah. To get a real question around it so I can post it on TikTok. Why do you think it's a realistic avenue for Chance to become who he was again?
1,000%. I think 1,000% because the situation needed to be right too. Mm-hmm. I think Kanye, it's hard being the guy next to Kanye just because how erratic Kanye can be and how left it could go, as Chance has seen. But dropping an album as universally hated as Chance it's gonna hurt. But coming from that, he's kind of done what we would have wanted him to do. He sat down, he gave up. Y'all tried to make me kill myself, whatever.
Went through heartbreak.
Yeah.
Went very important.
Right, went through heartbreak, got hurt again, but he just locked in. He didn't go outside. He didn't do the Roddy Ricch stuff. Talking about he just locked in. Let somebody else be the story for a little bit. Now we got a free summer. Everyone talking about Kendrick and Drake. No labels asking me when I'm dropping right now.
Yep.
Nobody's asking me what I'm up to.
Yep.
So let that happen. And it's a different temperature outside right now. It's not just Cole and Drake running around, running the rap game, running the world. There's nothing we can do about it. Now it's like, okay, who's gonna be number one forever?
Gunna.
Yeah, facts. Like the niggas who were a step away are it's like in any TV shows, like when the big bully in the school gets beat up, all the middle bullies I could be the guy. I could be, maybe I want to run the school. Mm-hmm. And like we keep asking him to, if Drake just, all right, let me relax, let me go to Turks, let me take the year off. I ain't took a year off in a decade. Let me take a year off. Kendrick won't. It's not like Kendrick gonna drop 2 albums in a year. 2025, it's a lot of real estate, and someone has to be the guy.
I believe Chance should drop a single.
Yeah.
October to February should be his drop date.
Yeah.
He needs a week and then a week after where nobody else is dropping, so people have really had time to resonate. He needs to drop an album that is less than 16 songs, and it needs to be the Chance sound that the people fell in love with, because that Chance sound is a winter sound. If you get that album in November, December when it's cold outside and you get to listen to it in the chill while you're driving through the city, it's going to resonate differently than it is in the summer. It is very important that he executes everything about this to perfection. So I think as long as he drops in the winter and the things sound like the snippets that he's been putting out, he will be okay.
What I would want schedule wise for Chance, and this is gonna be a Chance little TikTok. So I'm gonna give you the game plan. Boom. So what I wouldn't have him drop later this year or have him drop next year because listen, this is not breaking news because this nigga's always dropping, but Drake for sure may drop again at the end of this year. I would not be surprised
if a Drake album come out this year, I'm not surprised
at all. Because I think a Kendrick album dropping this year. So I don't think anybody, if you're not dropping right now, I don't think you should be dropping unless you know when that nigga's dropping.
We will have the release date Wednesday.
Yeah, I was just saying, listen, I wouldn't be dropping no time soon unless niggas know when is that coming. Because DJ Mustard announced his album and said, yeah, it's going to be next month. It's gonna be next month.
So get out the way.
DJ Mustard cleared some weeks out the way.
Hey, real quick before he continue, salute to LA, man. I feel good for y'all. Yeah, I'm happy for y'all for real. But good, continue.
He cleared some weeks out. The show is on Wednesday. Hey, listen, we'll talk about it. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. He get up there and be like album Friday.
I swear to God. Swear to God.
But I would have him from now until December. Feature time, and get on niggas shit.
I like that.
And get off. Get on niggas shit. Get in your bag. Get on shit. And kind of do because Lil Baby did this successfully because his features on Future. His feature on Future album was crazy. He had another feature I like, but now he's kind of walking back in. Is
he just dropped another one with the Caribbean artist.
Yeah, Caribbean joint.
That shit is fire.
It's like, oh yeah, hey guys, I'm back. It's cool. You ain't gotta worry. It's safe. It's safe to listen again, bro. It's your boy. Get on some shit, get a couple of joints off, and then early March, early April, maybe around then, drop so you can be ready for the Grammys. Especially because he's independent, I don't think his sales are gonna be
monumental.
Right. Mm-hmm. So I think he needs to go Grammy, that type of route where he's already had success.
Agree. I love that plan. I love that plan. All right, let's get into some more predictions, music wise. Yeah. Sean Carter.
Hove.
Sean Carter.
Yeah.
Mr. Hove, Jay-Z, he is coming. He is coming. Pause. And I do not know when.
Hove album this year.
I'm not going to act like I know when.
Hove album this year, I'll put this year above any other year for rap music.
But the thing with Hove is, and the thing with like any other guys that's like not seen a lot. Anytime you see them, it is for a reason. Like the Gayle King interview.
Yeah.
When he did the
he said I'm Jay-Z again and dropped the dash. Yeah.
When he was talking to Gayle King, he said that, and then he also was talking about Beyonce. And the next thing you know, there's the Grammys. And the next thing you know, he's telling everybody the Grammys that she deserves album of the year. And then the next thing you know, Beyonce has an album coming out. Yeah. Everything's connected. Everything is always connected with Hov. It's a reason that what she asked him about. Yes, that's what it was. She asked him about retirement. Mm-hmm. You don't ask Hov questions he doesn't approve.
Right. Yeah.
There's a reason that she asked him about retirement, and there's a reason that he said, "Oh, I can't retire."
Exactly.
There's a reason that Swiss Beats posted Hov album 1 or take 1 with the checkerboard thing that you saw that go up on Instagram. Go to Swiss Beats Instagram page if you want to see what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. He also posted a briefcase with all the paths of Hov albums. Mm-hmm. And then last night, he was at the Tonys performing Empire State of Mind in a do-rag, in a bubble coat and Tim's.
Yeah, with Alicia Keys.
With Alicia Keys. Yeah. This isn't by coincidence. No. You're not getting Hov out the house by coincidence. This is for a reason.
The Tonys didn't call him like, hey, you want to come perform?
He called the Tonys like, hey, I got some shit I'm doing. Yeah. I'm going to perform.
Right.
That is what happened. My question to you is, how much are you paying for this whole concert?
Man, I am not looking forward to the whole Beyonce concert that's coming. Oh, my God. Because you know this has been my, like, biggest complaint, biggest fear.
Please just be one-on-one, bro. Please just do it separately.
The Cowboy Carter / whatever the whole album concert, it's gonna be $780 to get in the door. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have a great time because it's gonna be a bunch of women there for Beyonce. But Jesus, it's gonna be $900 to get in the door, bro. It's gonna be ridiculous to see. Content-wise, I'm super excited for Hov album. I'm a big 444 guy. I just love Hov. I think if he's not the best rapper ever, he's top 5. Like,
he's the GOAT.
He's Hov. Like,
that's the GOAT.
Like, he's a noun. Like, I was listening. He's a proper noun. Like, I was listening to the Frank album. Frank was like, Jay hit me on the email. He told me I ought to act my net worth. And by the end of the sentence, I'm like, oh, he meant Jay-Z. Like, you could just say Jay, and niggas be like, oh yeah, Jay-Z. You know how many Jay-Z is out there? Like, he is a proper noun in more than one way. Like, I'm gonna rock with it. I was happy to see Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys always fine. Yeah. I'm interested to see what he's doing though, because like 444 was like adult rap is my bag. I'm not really no pop hits. I'm not really looking outside of that. But you know, an Alicia Keys promo, like.
Hey, you know, it's been a lot of Hov albums. I think Hov got 17 albums. I think Hov has 4 classics, 3 classics for sure, maybe 4. I think he has if not one, the second best discography ever. Mm-hmm. I think it's him and Kanye and Wayne have the 3 best rap discographies ever. But I do think I kind of think Hov is first, but we're not getting into that today. But I say all that to say, if out of 17 albums, all the great prophecies, the great music, we don't have a self-titled.
We don't have a Jay-Z.
We don't have a Jay-Z, or we don't have a Sean Carter. One of those are coming.
Be tough.
It's either going to be Sean Carter or it's going to be Jay-Z. It's going to be or Hov. Yeah. It's going to be one of the 3.
That would be tough.
It's going to be one of the 3 of those, and it's going to be a self-titled album. And I think he's just going to give it up. Like, he's going to tell you why he is who he is, how he got here, how he told y'all he was going to get here, how he told y'all what to do to get to where he is, and none of you niggas listen. He going to talk his shit, talk about how much he love Beyonce and how he bagged the baddest in the game. He going to talk about all of that shit, and I just think we going to get Hov's final album, Hov's final tour, and it's going to solidify his case as the GOAT. And it's not like the GOAT is a subjective term, but the way you describe Hov as the GOAT is a sign of respect because he is the first person to make you believe that you can get to where he got to. Yeah. He was the first person that rappers looked at when he became the president of Def Jam and was like, oh.
Oh yeah,
he was the first person that we looked at when he was when he got his masters back from Dame, became the president of Def Jam, and then started his own label. And we was like, oh. And then he got the biggest rapper in the world, one of the biggest singers in the world, and then we was like, oh. Mm-hmm. So everything Hov did was just like we can get an alcohol. Yeah. Oh, we can get into. Oh, we can become a rapper, get into this, and become this, and go do that.
Hov's the blueprint.
Hov, hello.
Hove's the blueprint.
Hello. So that is why Hove is the GOAT. I don't care about music when I talk about the GOAT with Hove. Like, it is the everything that makes Hove that makes him the GOAT. And I think this run, this little year that we're going to get from him is going to solidify. And don't get me wrong, Hove is not going on no 40-day tour. You're crazy. Right. Hove is going on
12 nights.
It's going to be 12 nights in Atlanta, 2 in New York, 2 LA shows, 1 in Chicago, 1 in Miami, something like that, 1 in Vegas probably. Yeah. And then I do believe the Hove and Beyonce show is coming. I don't think his tour is coming, but I think a show is coming.
It'll be in
Houston. It's gonna be the rodeo. Yeah. First half is Hove, second half is Beyonce. It'll be something like that, and it might be 2 nights. They might do 1 in Houston, 1 in Vegas, 1 in New York, something like that.
I definitely think we get the album. If we are to get the album, best case scenario, because we're just predicting, I would want an album October. I want you to perform at the Super Bowl, and I'll end all GOAT discussions. I'll end all GOAT debate right there.
You drop an album and then make yourself perform at the Super Bowl? Yeah, it's over with.
It's over with.
All discussions are over with.
Yeah, man. When we talk about Hove like being the GOAT, like he is in omnipresence throughout rap games. Yes. He's the like that. I don't like Forrest Gump, but like the idea of Forrest Gump, a nigga just being all throughout history, is kind of what Hove has been to rap music.
Yep.
Where you look at some shit and be like, oh shit, there go Hove in the background. Oh shit, there go Hove. Like,
yep.
Oh yeah, that's him.
Yep.
Yeah. Like,
oh, he wrote that too?
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Oh wow. What the fuck? Like, oh, he was in the room with Snoop and Pac.
Yep.
Like, holy shit. Like shit you would never think of. He's the GOAT in that way, and like it's so much. I just want to hear Hove getting that bagging, because even when he wasn't dropping albums, like the features he was doing was crazy. And he has a bunch of shit to talk. Like when niggas like, my favorite thing about Hove is Hove don't hide that he be listening to y'all. Like Hove don't hide that he be annoyed. Like Hove lets you know, like, I'm not taking orders from Goodell. I got more money than everybody on the team. Got more money than the NFL bench. I'm not. What the fuck are y'all talking about? Like, I'm the one giving the orders, my nigga. Like, I love
talk to y'all niggas so crazy.
He don't let nothing slide. He don't let nothing slide. So I'm definitely ready for it.
He is the best at shit talking in rap. Like, he's the best shit talker in rap. He's the best excellent.
Did you see the 4.6? 30 to 40 grand, bro. He said, what's so funny? That's not even the funniest part. He said, you probably hop on my dick right there in front of your bitch.
Do you know that's one of the coolest rap songs to ever exist?
Bro, Imaginary Players.
Players is one of the coolest rap songs that's ever existed.
I think that's amazing.
Just the way that he is on that bitch flowing, like it's just like really, niggas? Yeah. Like really? Like y'all trying to talk to me. And like really,
it's like the nigga. Like I'm that nigga. Like the nigga you're talking about, I'm that nigga. You're not him. Like y'all are talking about me, my life. Like I'm telling you, bro.
He's the guy, bro. He's that guy. I can't wait, bro. I seriously can't wait. Oh man, do you think we'll get any features on that? That's my last question. Besides Beyonce, don't say her name.
I think we get a Ye feature.
I do too.
I think we get a Ye feature.
That was my pick.
My content wise, I would expect it to be somewhat like Donda, where you're gonna get all of Jay-Z. Like how Donda, you got all the different kinds of albums. Like you can point at a song, you'd be like, oh yeah, this is Yeezus era, or yo yeah, this sounds like 808s. Yeah, I think you get a little bit of everything from Hov, since this is the last album.
I do.
I like agree. You're gonna get the blueprints, old sample drum, like getting on that shit, but also Blueprint 3. I'm still a pop star, biggest nigga in the game. Probably have Alicia Keys on. So I'm, and it's gonna be some new niggas on there.
I don't think so.
No, I don't mean new niggas like new rap niggas. I mean like SZA, or like new stars.
So that was my next question: is what new stars on the album? Yeah. And my pick. Yeah. I'm probably wrong in this, but my pick is Cole.
Oh, hell
that's who I got.
Not anymore.
Nah,
he cooked that feature.
No. It's gonna be Cole or Kendrick, maybe both. I think it's gonna be one of them.
I think it's Kendrick.
I think And I also think that first off, the production on this album is going to be like it's going to be mind-boggling. It's going to sound ridiculous. Yeah. But features, I'm going to say Hov drops a 17-song album. I'm going to say 15 to 17 songs. Yeah. And if that's the case, I will say Kendrick. My feature list would be Kendrick, Cole, Kanye, Beyonce, and Alicia. That would be it. That'd be it. And maybe Wayne. Maybe Wayne. Because the only reason I'm saying Wayne is because I've been hearing, I be on the Wayne everything. So I've been hearing the talks of, you going Wayne? Well, we asked and he reached out, Hov busy. So it's like, then they chopped it up at God. Like, I know that might be coming, but it wouldn't surprise me if that's on the Carter 6. I know they have a song before Hov gets out of here. They got one more in them because of just what I be listening to. Like, that I'm not about to explain to y'all because y'all going to think I'm crazy if I tell y'all.
No, that's how it be for real. But I definitely think it's a Kendrick feature just because him and Drake do
I need that. I need that. That Kendrick feature, I need.
Because him and Drake and Jay have been a little spicy.
Yes.
He's for sure going to get Kendrick on there.
Imagine Kendrick and Hov over a Swiss beat. Like, just like, getting all, oh my God.
I need it, bro.
All right.
I need it, bro.
What time is it? It's 11:33. Okay. Yeah. Anything else in music? Oh, real quick, Rhapsody dropped the album. Yeah. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with Rhapsody. She is one of the best female rappers of all time.
One of the best rappers out right now.
She can spit.
Yeah. Technical.
That album is phenomenal. And I know a lot of you niggas are not going to listen to me, like how y'all didn't listen to me about Killer Mike and then he won a Grammy. But
no, that shit was so annoying. But Killer Mike won a Grammy and it was like, who be listening? I didn't even know Killer Mike album was that good. Well, we have been telling you for 4 months how good Killer Mike album is.
I don't know why you think I would be just championing the Killer Mike album all year. Like that's something I'd be doing. But this Rhapsody album is in that same light. Just vulnerable, excellent production, excellent features, cohesive, like the skits lead into the next songs, just that type of album. Just please go give it a listen to, even if you never listen to it again. Just get that album one listen so you can know what that lady did. That shit is phenomenal, bro, for real. Yeah. I obviously listened to it because she was on Joe Budden talking about the album. She said she had a Wayne feature, and I was like, all right, you got a Wayne feature, I'm listening to your whole album. I listened to the whole album. Everything is amazing. Wayne is still, rapping on the Wayne levels, but just, God almighty, that was a phenomenal album. So, all right. That was excellent music talk. That was so much fun. I haven't talked about music with nobody in a minute. I was with before we continue, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, man. Salute to the kings, man. Y'all mean a lot to us, especially the ones in your kids' lives doing exactly what you're supposed to do as a man. So salute to my dad personally. Salute to Ish's dad personally. Like for real. I love y'all, man. And I brought that up to say because I was talking to my parents yesterday, and the older you get, it's fun to like ask your parents about how they grew up.
Yeah.
And I've started to make sure that's a point that I do anytime I talk to my parents. Just ask them about something about themselves. And so I asked them yesterday, like, what type of music did y'all listen to growing up? Like, what was y'all bag? And like, my dad was like, music wasn't the biggest part of my life, but anything Michael Jackson did, I loved. Like anything, he was like Michael Jackson, Prince for me. And then my mom went through Janet Jackson, Whitney Houston, SWV, TLC. That was her bag. But what I found out about was they both saw Mike, Prince, and Beyonce in concert.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Man.
They saw all three of them live.
That is absolutely nuts.
Crazy.
And just since you mentioned Mike, I saw a clip of The Wiz. Like I haven't watched The Wiz in 10, 15 years, but like they're doing the Yellow Brick Road. He did 3 spins and didn't move. I've never seen no shit like that. He looked like he was ice skating in place, like crazy. But
just a different guy, man.
Definitely shout out to dads. And you said like all the ones in their life. I ain't gonna lie, I don't have no deadbeat dad friends. I don't have none.
I don't know one deadbeat.
I don't know none of. We don't keep them niggas around me. And just even more, what I just love to see is all my homies with kids love having kids.
Love having kids.
They love being dads.
Salute to Z.
Salute to y'all, man.
Salute to Donnie, all my niggas, dog, for real. All right.
Shout out my nigga Abe.
Before we get into, I mean, not before. We're getting into basketball now. I just want to get into whoa, that was about to sound crazy. I want to tell Adam Silver, how do you not have an NBA Finals game scheduled on Father's Day?
Yeah. Yeah, that's nuts.
What were y'all thinking?
That's one of the biggest games in basketball history, though. Like, that's an important day. That's a real day in
what did you?
History.
Yes,
I don't
like
know.
Michael Jordan won his championship on Father's Day. Like, what are we talking about?
That video is so.
That's one of the saddest videos in sports.
Him bawling his eyes out. Yeah.
Dog, like,
shout out Mike. But yeah, Adam Silver, I ain't gonna lie. You know, listen, we give you credit. You know,
we do give
playing
you
tournament
credit.
was cool.
Crazy.
The playing games, cool.
The in-season tournament, cool.
Cool. It's some things we gotta clean up, bro. And like just the stickler in me, I think. What do you think Roger Goodell thinks when the NBA Finals starts 8 minutes after it's supposed to? Like, what do you think goes through his mind when he see that? When there's no NBA game on for 4 days in the middle of the summer. Like, what do you think he thinks when he sees shit like that? Like, it's a reason the NFL is the most watched TV show in the world. It's because it's treated like that. And the NBA does not treat their product like that. And it's very frustrating, and I really didn't realize it till we got to the finals again. Because last year it was like this, but I didn't care about the finals anyway. Because it was
the Heat and the Nuggets. Like, come on. We know it was finna.
Jimmy Butler in the finals. Yeah, whatever. But people are posting, like, of course, because they're going to do transition from ABC to NBC, all that. But, like, how just different basketball is now. Like, it was stuff I didn't realize I had forgot about until I saw it again. Like, one of my favorite early memories of just watching basketball is like seeing Kobe standing next to that giant finals trophy, as they call his name, like doing the intros.
You remember that, bro?
Yeah, like how it felt. Like the finals felt
different.
big.
They felt different.
It felt completely different. And we joke about them not having the court floor and all that, and that's cool. But like, just the presentation in general,
it's nasty.
It's so, it feels lazy.
It seems like they playing for YouTube TV and not for the NBA.
Yeah, it's so late. It feels like it's another series next week.
Yeah,
it feels like there's something else we're waiting.
Yeah,
for.
Yeah.
Everything used to like the intros to the game. Like, did you watch the intro and the ending monologue?
Yep.
When's the last time you seen something like that?
That day.
Literally. and if you do want to see, and I'm glad you missed it the other day, you need to be up at 1 a.m. to watch Scott Van Pelt do it. You can't do it at the game anymore.
Exactly.
Because it's a Grubhub ad that y'all got to run during it. Like so much is, and I don't want to be the guy to like complain about Doris Burke, but Jesus Christ, the Doris Burke JJ Redick. Like, man,
I pray JJ Redick get a coaching job just so they can hire Mark and Stan back.
Bro,
Mark and Jeff back. Like,
please get JJ Redick off my television, bro.
And I like JJ Redick as the podcaster,
Yeah.
but he's not. He's too like.
It's no bag.
Yeah, like he's just too like technical. Just chill, bro. Be
no
cool.
sauce.
Like
It's hoes
no sauce,
watching, bro.
Bro, you can't have 3 white people calling a basketball game. I'm just call it like it is, bro.
I respect it.
You can't have 3 white people calling a basketball.
I respect it, and it's not enough like just bag talk. Like we were really. I wish they would do like, how ESPN had a Manning cast. Like give us some bag talk on the other side, because I'm watching.
They got Kevin Hart.
Like there was a stat that like above 80% of Luka and Kyrie points are unassisted.
That's crazy.
That's pure bag work. Like we should have some of the best clips. We don't. Like Kyrie's such an ethical scorer. Fam, he just did a full speed step back moving left, didn't break stride, and hit nothing but net. Right. What do you mean? Like that's bag work. Like that's mama over there go that man. Like what are you what is? I can't think of one memorable moment this entire finals.
I so glad you said all of that, bro. The NBA has started to rely on them being the NBA instead of relying on making and producing the best possible product.
Right.
And that is the issue. The NFL never relies on Patrick Mahomes to sell the dollar. The NFL relies on the production, presentation, and marketability of the NFL for you to love Patrick Mahomes. So you are coming to watch Patrick Mahomes, but you're going to stay and continue to watch because of everything that we make you feel while you're watching this game. Literally. The NBA is starting to get to the point where you're coming to the NBA to watch Jason Tatum. And if Jason Tatum is having a bad game or if Jaylen Brown isn't playing well, you're going to turn it off because everything surrounding the game is boring.
Right.
There is the presentation, the shows before, they ask stupid questions. It's the day before the NBA, the game, we're about to play an NBA Finals game in an hour, and you're talking about Dan Hurley turning down the Lakers job.
Right. Yeah,
we have a finals game in an hour, and we're talking about Dan Hurley turning down a job.
Yeah. For a team that sucks.
For a team that was a 7th seed and got swept out of the first round.
Yeah.
That's piss poor. That's just piss poor.
It's no effort.
It's no effort into the presentation, the production of the game. Like you said, Kobe walking past the big ass finals trophy and them coming on the stands to knock the elevated stage to announce the finals. The big court in the middle, the trophies on the side, the presentation, the presentation. You had everybody on all ESPN channels predicting the finals. Right. NFL Live was predicting the finals. Yeah. NFL Network was predicting the finals. You had it everywhere. Mm-hmm. It was just big. It was always in front of you. They advertised it. It wasn't the NBA. It wasn't YouTube TV presents the NBA Finals. Literally. Like it was the NBA Finals presented by ABC, and like it's everything has switched, and it's like the marketing has. The advertising around the NBA Finals is more important than the advertising for the NBA Finals. And that has become a big issue, and it is making the production lackluster. And it's like, why am I taking my family out to eat at Buffalo Wild Wings to watch Game 1 when y'all ain't even treating this shit like it matter? I could just watch this bitch at home by myself.
What's the theme of this year's playoffs? Do you know?
No.
Fuck if I do. But you know what I always remember? There can only be one.
Hello.
Or gold-blooded.
Hello.
Like there were times. What's so frustrating is we know you can do it. Shout out Lil Dicky, by the way, who worked on that promo. There can only be one. Mm-hmm. But like it used to matter. It used to be like you could feel all while the NBA Finals were going on. It was the NBA Finals. It was, like you said, it was commercials everywhere, but it was NBA history commercials. Like the commercial with Kobe dribbling, and it's just Kobe, and then he cross over and he throw it up to Shaq, and everything fill in. Like Where Amazing Happens used to be the brand.
Boy,
what is the brand?
Memory. What a memory.
What is the brand now in the NBA? The problem is, like you said, the brand is LeBron. The brand is Steph Curry. Mm-hmm. The brand is who's the next face of the NBA. And while every league that's giant is going to have a face, the difference is with the NFL, niggas are watching their team. It's like, oh yeah, Patrick Mahomes, he's the best player ever. Great for Kansas City fans.
Hello.
Great for Chiefs fans.
Hello.
Like, oh yeah, everybody else is like, it's still my team.
I'll put it this way. Let's get back. Let's take it back to 2017 when LeBron was in his heyday. Yeah. 2017 Cavaliers Game 3, LeBron tears his ACL. Yeah. The NBA feels that effect for the rest of the season in the media coverage and the ratings of the NBA. Yeah. Patrick Mahomes, God forbid, last year would have came in, tore his ACL week 1 and missed the whole season. Right. Nothing would have been affected.
Tom Brady was undefeated the year before on the best team ever. The next year tore his ACL on like the opening week. NFL was fine.
Nothing changed.
Because the NFL is a brand business. The NFL is an institution. Them games, it'd be 5 games at 1 p.m. Scott Hansen watching all of them kick off at the same time. They all starting at the same time. Why is it 8:42 and I'm watching these niggas talk about nothing? The game started at 8:30. Niggas ain't tipped off yet. Because what? Like, I get if it was 8:42, y'all been doing intros for 10 minutes. Cool. I don't see those.
That's my thing. It's like, if the game starts at 8:30 and a big-ass trophy on the table and Jason Tatum, you getting all the production, and then right after it's 8:40 and the game starts after that, that's different because that has into the presentation. You just doing what you do all regular season. Just having Mike Breen and JJ Redick talk about some shit nobody cares about. Like,
I can't.
I cannot stand it. Yeah. And I wish somebody on NBA Twitter was in the NBA offices to show this shit to Adam Silver and the marketing team and be like, yo, we gotta fix something. Right. I honestly, I will say though, these NBA Finals ratings haven't been the best, and they haven't been great since like Bron and Steph.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's coincidence. Obviously, when Steph was back in the finals, they went back up a little bit, but I do not think it's a coincidence that the ratings have been dropping these past few years, and that like some of these games are getting rated like a normal, like Steph and LeBron, great regular season game type shit, like 7-8 million.
Game 1, he was like, why did nobody watch Game 1? It was over in the first quarter. Why are we watching Game 1 is the question. And like we talked about brands, the NBA has a brand problem. The NBA has an identity problem. Combined with you ruined the production. And Nike has destroyed the brands of these teams. There is no brand. There is no look for people to understand. My mom watches as casual as it gets when it comes to sports. My mom knew all the Lakers. My mom knew all the Bulls. My mom knew all the Spurs. My mom knew all the Celtics the second time with KG and all them because they look the same every game.
Yep.
It's the same niggas on the team every game. They're on TV a lot in hours people want to watch.
Yes.
Your best teams aren't tipping off at 10:30 Eastern time. Game don't start till 10:42.
Yes.
Because the game is late. Everybody sleep. You don't get that anymore. You used to get like, oh yeah, this is this core. Like, my mom should know who Drew Holiday is.
Yes.
It's no reason that she does not know who Drew Holiday is.
Yes.
You shouldn't be introducing people to your audience in the championship round. But because the NBA and the difference between the NBA, I think, and the NFL is the NFL is a game sport. It's only 17 regular season weeks. Super Bowl is a game sport. You watch the games. The NBA is becoming a highlight sport. And that is their biggest problem.
Woo! Boy, you just hit the nail on the coffin. That's the perfect explanation.
They're becoming a highlight sport where it's like, man, I put it on the first quarter. Luka got 20. These niggas down 12. Fuck it, I'm going to cut something else off. I'll watch his highlights later. And that is what you're seeing. And instead of leaning into the seriousness of your product at the end of the year, because this is everything you have, it's just, another game.
And legacy debates.
YouTube TV. Like,
and it's a problem, bro, because like the first question you get as soon as the NBA Finals came around, it was, what does this do for Luka's legacy if he wins? What does this do for Jace? My nigga, these niggas are 25, 26 years old. Nothing. Right. It does nothing. Luka's not jumping over anybody that matters. If you're saying Luka goes into a top 70 player after this championships, who the fuck cares?
Right.
Who is ranking 70 NBA players besides us?
Right.
Like, who cares,
Nobody
bro?
cares.
Just talk about the game. Talk about the intricacies of the game. That's why what Stephen A. Smith is, what he has been doing is so bullshit with the women. Because, my nigga, you don't talk about women. You haven't spoke about the women game, a women's basketball game, ever. Right. You speak about the drama around the NBA. Somebody pushed Caitlin Clark, so you're focused on that. Caitlin Clark didn't make the Olympic team, so you're focused on that. Yeah. Caitlin Clark got fouled really hard, so you're focused on that. You're not focusing on the game and why Caitlin Clark is good, why Asia Wilson is good, why Breonna Stewart is cooking. And the same thing with the NBA. Every time come around, well, AD is always hurt, need to break it up. LeBron, if he wins a championship this year, what happened? Steph Curry beat LeBron this year, what happened? Giannis won another championship, what happened? It's never, the Lakers need help in this aspect, because if they, when the way they cover the pick and roll, it leaves them vulnerable to this, and that will lead to this in this series. It's none of that on First Take. It's none of that on Undisputed, on First Things First, on these shows that matter and are supposed to be pushing the game forward, and that is the NBA's fault. Yeah. If you think the NBA has no say-so and what these people are talking about, you're stupid. Yeah. You're literally just stupid if you think the NBA is not influencing and pushing them and wanting them to have these conversations. It's literally just asinine to think they don't. They are allowing these conversations to happen. Look at how the NFL is talked about. Yeah. Look at how the NFL is talked about on First Take and Undisputed and First Things First during the NFL season versus how the NBA is talked about. Right. Just look at it. I promise you it's not a coincidence, dog.
What's so frustrating is the NBA treats itself like they are the NFL. Like they are the biggest product. Like they have nothing to add. Like, no, you are not the biggest product. And it's not close. You should be looking to the other leagues like, man, what is separating us from these leagues? And that is your biggest problem, that everything in the NBA does not feel like it kind of matters now. Like, and the biggest thing is, I have reason to watch the game. I like basketball.
I love
you
basketball.
have a reason to watch the game. You like basketball. Why should the ratings are bad? Because why should anyone who's not a real basketball fan watch the game? They don't know anybody.
We know why we're going to watch the AFC Championship. We know why we cutting on the Super Bowl.
Oh, God. And before you get to the AFC Championship, they going to tell you an hour why you should watch the AFC Championship. They are going to say, just look at the difference in how playoff games are treated in the NFL versus the NBA. Every playoff game in the NFL, you get a solid hour minimum before breaking down all parts of the game. It's going to be 7 of them niggas up there. They all going to make a pick. They all going to tell you why. And then they'll talk about legacy after the game. NBA is none of that. You don't even talk about both teams before the game.
My nigga.
You get 3 bullet points.
You don't even talk about both teams, bro.
They be like, hey, JJ, break down the game real quick as we cut the camera. It's like, yeah, they got to rebound tonight.
No.
It'd be like, hey, you got a minute to break down both teams. Go ahead. Here's 6 bullet points. Well, I think the Mavs should run. Yeah, so do I. JJ. Yeah, I think they should get out and run more. It'd be like, 20 seconds per bullet point. All right, start the game. Roll the YouTube TV ad. Fam, they're just treated so differently, bro.
Just ridiculous,
Yeah.
bro. So maybe we should talk about the finals.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
For the last little 15 minutes we got. Actually, real quick before we talk about the finals, Steph said on his podcast, Steph Curry said that the top 5 players of the decade were him, LeBron, Kawhi, Harden, and KD. Who is the next 5?
Of that decade?
Of the two, and I took, this was Steph Curry's decade. So I took 2012 to 2022 when he won his last championship.
2012 to 22, that's tough. Is Giannis in there?
But it's yours.
I put Giannis in there above Kawhi. I ain't gonna lie, I got Giannis in there above Kawhi. You know what I mean?
Nah, I couldn't put him over there in the top 5 above Kawhi. Kawhi got 2 Finals MVPs this decade.
Nah, for sure. But give me the one. In that time, Giannis got 2 MVPs, 1 Finals MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year.
Hey, but you make an argument.
I'm
telling you wrong.
I don't really rock with Kawhi either. But
I know.
Definitely Giannis is in there. Oh, I hate it. Chris Paul's probably in there. That little second bracket.
Yeah, 6 through 10, because nobody won a championship after this, so it's like
Westbrook's for sure in there. My argument, I'm not gonna have Westbrook above Kawhi, but he would be my next guy in there. I was really surprised Westbrook was in there, but I understand because Westbrook is Steph Curry. Don't tell me y'all do. I hate that too. I can tell.
Don't like each other. I can tell. Yeah.
Is Dwight in there?
Nah.
Is that after Dwight?
Yeah, that was after Dwight.
Dirk?
2011.
2011.
I had my 5 was.
Damn, I'm running out.
My 5 was Chris Paul, Russ, PG.
Okay.
PG.
Would you throw Embiid in there?
No, it was somebody younger.
80?
AD, that's who it was.
Okay.
Yes. AD, PG, CP, Westbrook, and my 5th was between Dame, Giannis, Jokic, one of them. It was one of them. But yeah, I was like, damn, that is a tough decade because it's like you said, the top 5 players. Harden was Harden, so you gotta have him in the top 5. But after that, the other 4 won championships. All of them got Finals MVPs too. Right. So obviously they locks, in my opinion. And then after that, like you said, all right. To answer the question, I would go 6 Giannis. No, 6 Westbrook, 7 Giannis, 8 Chris Paul, 9 Paul George, and 10 AD.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's what I would go.
No Dame.
But the finals.
You think it's over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it kind of, which is why I didn't want to drill it in. I'm so happy we talked about music that long because I don't have much to say about this. It's just like, bro, Boston just keeps getting open shots. I can't just expect Boston to miss open shots for the next 3 games.
Fam, the first quarter they're gonna hit 14 threes and the series is gonna be over and everyone's gonna cut to TV. What's gonna happen is that Boston gonna come out, hit a bunch of threes, Mavericks gonna give up, they're gonna go home.
That's exactly what I think is gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say. Hey, drive, kick, boom. Drive, kick, boom. 12-4. Drive, kick, boom. 20 to 12. Yeah. Drive, kick, boom, 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 boom. 30 at the end of the quarter. 30-14, and this is over with.
Yeah, now let's as the nigga.
We can have some fun though. We can have some fun.
Listen. if there was a team to give up,
It's them.
it's these niggas.
It's these niggas.
And I would take it a step further because again, I don't think they're going to do it. If there was a team to come back, and I think this could. We'll see how tonight goes. We'll see. Tonight is very interesting because it's so. If Boston lose, it's so much pressure on them.
Okay, this is what I will say.
Let's live in the fun universe.
For sure.
Let's live in the universe. First quarter, Luka come out, tweak. They hold on to the rest of the game. Jason Tatum keeps playing like he hated himself. Mavs win.
This series is going 7.
Yeah.
No question about it. If Dallas wins tonight, they're winning in Dallas. I don't have a question about that.
See, that's scary to me.
Boston loses tonight, this series is coming back to Boston.
See, that's what's so scary because I don't think that. I think mentally, I don't think they could survive that.
I don't either. I don't either.
That's why
I do not either.
Tonight is so. We'll see. I don't want to say we'll see a lot about Luka because I mean, like, it's only so much you could do. Same thing about Kyrie. But fam, I would give anything for a vintage Kyrie night tonight. I need the like I do shit all the time, but I watched the 2016 last 4 games, and it's just so funny watching everyone around Kyrie. It's like Klay Thompson's just pure frustration with how he's shooting these shots. Like, I need you to tweak because he tweaked last one of the games.
38, yeah.
Like, we need it in Boston. You gotta tweak in Boston because I saw a stat. Dallas is outscoring them through 4 games. Mm-hmm. The series could absolutely be 2-2, but it's not. So you were down 3-0. But if you could tweak. If you don't play Tim Hardaway Jr., this could really change because basketball is such a different sport.
I'm not killing him for playing Tim Hardaway Jr. because your offense wasn't giving you nothing. I can't kill him for that. Like, you put a shooter in the game and he missed. Like, I'm not mad at you for that. Because he didn't give up. Like, he wasn't playing awful defense or nothing. He just was, like, he hadn't gotten nothing from nobody else. It was like, I'm just trying somebody else.
Until I saw Dante Exum in game 4. And I was like, oh, he should have had those.
No, he was. Yeah. Dante Exum was playing. And then when he played in the Minnesota series and he played in the first 2 games.
In that
He's
game,
just been shitty.
Because I think Tim Hardaway played 20 minutes.
It was game 3 he played, yeah.
Yeah, he played about 20 minutes in game 3. I was like, man, I really wish Dante Exum would have got those minutes instead. But, like, either way, y'all wasn't scoring. So I can't be too mad. I'm not mad at Jason Kidd. I'm mad at Tim Hardaway, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, you can be mad at Tim Hardaway. Yeah. I was talking about, because people start acting like Jason Kidd made a bad decision by doing it. I was like, no, he did not. No.
Like, I just play. I want you to play better.
Yeah, for sure. We can ask you to make a shot in the NBA.
The nerve of you to get off the bench in game 4 and start hitting threes. Just the nerve of you, nigga, to start just getting them up. Like, oh yeah, he's getting heated up now. Like, shut up. Shut them up. I hope those your last minutes this series. I hope you don't take another dribble this series.
That's
no
too
cap.
funny, bro.
But I said this on Twitter, and of course, this is pie in the sky. It's not gonna happen. But unless if it happens, it happens. Luka come back from 3-0. We just talked about all that legacy shit. I'll put him top 5 right now. I'll put him top 5 right now. I put that nigga top 5 in a fucking heartbeat. One ring. No. Send that nigga back to Slovenia. I don't care what he do. I legit might stop watching basketball.
My funniest outcome possible, Alicia, please cover your ears. My funniest outcome possible is they come in tonight and blow them out. They blow them out. Luka goes for 20-something. Kyrie goes for 35. Yeah. They go back to Dallas. Luka goes for 35, 40. Kyrie go for 27. Game 7, Kyrie buzzer beater going for 38. Yeah, that's the funniest outcome for me.
That's my thing. Like, I don't even want to put that out there because if it I legit may take a break from watching basketball.
If they came back from 3-0 and won on a buzzer beater by Kyrie Irving, something in this house would be broken.
Like, I stopped watching because, like, what else is there to see? What else is there to watch? That's obviously the best basketball player ever, and that's the best series we'll ever see. Like, there's nothing else for me to watch.
You're not lying.
Like, niggas was like, man, the 2017 and 18 finals were boring. No, they weren't. The 2016 finals was just the best series we've ever saw. Like, we had just never seen no shit like that. Like, we had 2 3-1 comebacks in a month in 2016.
Bro, like in a month.
Like,
in a month.
Like, of course, it's going to be a drop off of that, but.
We watched the 3 greatest players of our decades do 2-3-1 comebacks back to back.
Yeah.
Katie, Steph to Katie, and then Bron to Steph. Like, that's crazy, dog.
We really didn't have much to talk about, like, specifically for this game, because really wasn't, there's not going to be any game plan changes.
No, it's it. Yeah.
Like, the game plan change was game 4 was y'all niggas need to play better. Like, y'all just got to play better. You got to contain the ball better, Luka. And y'all got to win your one-on-one matchups. And that's just what they did. What concerns me if I'm Boston is Luka is starting to play like he's the biggest nigga on the court without Porzingis. Mm-hmm. And that concerns me just because we talk about how easy points are king in the finals.
Especially, yeah.
He's getting a lot of I'm just going to walk right to the rim, turn around, and lay it in. And I had a lot of frustration with him. I think it was game 3. Like, fam, once you're under the rim, just lay the ball up. Like, why are you fading away from the rim? You're already here. In game 4, he just came down off the glass. He did it like 3 or 4 times. Like, I'm not sure what Boston will do with that because I think they're content giving that up. But I think it's definitely something to watch.
I think Boston is going to let Luka do whatever the fuck he wants to and stick to everybody else. They're not going to overhelp. They're not going to help too hard. They'll let you get a couple threes up because they're not worried about P.J. Washington and his wing threes beating them. So I think they're going to just let Luka kill. Luka might go for 40 tonight, but it's not going to matter. That's kind of how I feel.
And if it is going to end tonight, because this could be the last night of the NBA season.
That's crazy.
Fam, lose with 50. I mean, Mike scored 63. And
that's how I feel.
Yeah, let that clip go.
I come from the Kobe mentality, dog. Go down shooting.
Yeah.
Go down shooting. So, final thing, predictions for tonight. Game 3. Game 5, Boston, Dallas. Who do you have? And if Boston does win, who do you have winning finals MVP?
Alicia, you can uncover your ears now. But they're going to come out game 5. Jason Tatum's going to score 20 points in the first quarter, and he's going to win finals MVP, and niggas going to act like, hey, like, oh my God, he's Kobe. Like, I'm telling you, he's going to have the first quarter, he's going to go berserk, and everything's just going to get wiped away.
Yep, you're right.
And I think that's what's going to happen. I think this is going to happen.
I do have Boston winning this game. I do have Boston winning the series, obviously. But I do think this will be a close game. I agree with Ish. Jason Tatum is going to come out on fire. He'll have 15 to 20 before halftime. But Jaylen Brown, for the 4th time this series, will close this game out. Yeah. Jaylen Brown will have between 35 and 40 points tonight. And Jaylen Brown from Atlanta, Georgia, will be your finals MVP.
That mid-range felt like a gunshot to the chest.
I said that's my dog. I said, look at the growth, bro. Yeah. Look at the growth. Got to the free throw line. Yeah, rose right up. No 3-ball. No second guessing yourself. Losing your handball.
Listen, you've done a lot of stuff this year. You've earned yourself a hater.
I will say this about Jason Tatum before we go. Jason Tatum has a mental block in his head. Yeah. You remember how LeBron used to look in really big games?
Yeah, that's what he looks.
Yeah, he looks like that. Yeah. It's something he has to win. Yeah. He has to win to shake it. He's going to because it is not a coincidence. He has one of the 3 lowest finals shooting percentages ever. That's not a coincidence.
Right.
He has something about him in big games, like he is nervous all game.
Yeah, you could tell.
Yes.
Like that video before game 1 of him walking in, and niggas killed us. He looked nervous.
He looked nervous.
He threw up in the limo in the mirror. But I do want to say, like, listen, we come from the Kobe school. I ain't mad at the field goal percentage. Get them hoes up. But the nerve of you to be in the timeout like, hey, no step back threes. Shut up. You have earned yourself a hater, buddy. Nigga, in the press conference, I'm letting the game come to you. Fam, you took more shots than Luka, my nigga. Like, you're going to cut that up.
I won't give him total blame for the way he answered that question because of how the question was phrased to him. They was like, you're doing such a good job of getting your teammates involved. And instead of being like, well, actually, I did take more shots than everybody today. I just missed. He was just kind of answered the question as it was presented to him, so I won't kill him. But, you're shooting more than everybody. Let's be for real. 1,000%. And I don't care. Keep shooting. If you shoot 6 for 30 tonight, I don't care. Keep fucking shooting. You are the best player on the team. You're missing. Find it. I don't care. But we can't act like you ain't been trying to score now. Come on.
It's not like he playing a floor game. Boston's just really that good.
Yes, they're that good.
That's all I got. I definitely got to go to work. It's traffic.
It's got to go to work. This has been amazing. As always, salute to the women, especially the women of Atlanta. Salute to the fathers. We love you. Thank you to you kings. Subscribe, like, comment. That's Ish. I'm D-Rock. Bye.
Salute.